This is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton. One day, Newton was sitting under a tree. He was sitting under a tree. Not standing, sitting under a tree. An apple tree. Apples grew on this tree. Apples. This is an apple. An apple is a type of fruit. Apples grew on this tree. One of the apples on the tree fell to the ground. It fell to the ground. Newton was sitting on the ground. He wasn't standing on the ground. He was sitting on the ground. And an apple fell onto the ground next to him. Not behind him, not in front of him, next to him. Newton looked at the apple. He looked at the apple on the ground. And Newton wondered. He wondered, why does the apple fall to the ground? On the tree are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. Newton wondered why apples always fall to the ground. Always. Not sometimes. Apples don't sometimes fall to the ground. They always fall to the ground. Apples never float up into the air. They never float up into the air. They never float up into the air. They always fall to the ground. And Newton, he wondered why. Newton wondered if other things also always fall to the ground. He wondered if other things like a car or a kid, this is an adult, and this is a kid. An orange is also a type of fruit like an apple. Cars, kids, and oranges are all things. They're all things. Everything is a thing. And Newton wondered if other things also fall to the ground. A man and a woman, a couple can have kids. A couple, a man and a woman, adults can have kids. A boy, a girl, and another boy. This couple, this man and this woman, have three kids. 3 kids, 2 boys, 2 boys, and a girl. Newton wasn't married. He wasn't married. He didn't have a wife. And so he didn't have any kids. So he couldn't test whether a kid always fell to the ground. Newton lived a long time ago. Newton lived a long time ago. He doesn't live now. Now, in 2023, in the year 2023, he lived a long time ago. Then, in Europe, where Newton lived, there weren't any oranges. I think this is me, Finn, and I think that when Newton lived, there weren't any oranges. So, Newton couldn't test whether an orange always falls to the ground. So he had to use his car. Newton got into his car, and drove the car to a cliff. Newton, in his car, drove to a cliff. He drove to the edge of a cliff, and to test whether cars always fall and never float, fall down, float up. To test this, Newton drove his car off the cliff. Newton, inside his car, fell into the water, and he died. He died in the water. Did you like this video? If you liked this video, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube.